Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about our latest inventory addition, and that's a 1959 Cadillac Series 62 convertible. Talk about a land yacht of sorts. I mean, it's over 19 feet long. What a car to have to parallel park. You're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish, because we're going to do a walk around, we're going to do a cold start, and you're going to get all the details of this really remarkable car. Now, you can also find all of our stuff on our website, and our website is www.ellingsonmotorcars.com. That's by clicking on the link, and it'll take you right there. Like I say, you get all the information on this car, our other inventory, which is well over 100 additional collector cars on the sales floor right at the moment. And you'll have access to some of the information of cars that we've sold in the past as well. So if you're looking for something fun to do, take a look at that stuff, and you'll be able to see all that stuff at ellingsonmotorcars.com. But let's get back to the details. 1959 Cadillac. It was one of those years where lots of changes were coming. Cadillac, of course, was being the premier, luxury make for American-made cars. They were really trying to get themselves to have something really special, and they all have so many nice options. Cadillac was kind of known for doing that. They were kind of ahead of the curve, if you will, getting more stuff that's standard options on our top-of-the-line cars. And of course, a convertible was always one of those particular cars. 1959 was the year of lots and lots of improvements and new stuff. Bigger hood, a little wider. They got rid of the old Dagmars and the bumpers, giving it more of a front look that's really going forward, if you will. And of course, 1959, they had the 390 cubic inch V8. Plenty of power on one of these cars. You need it to move almost 5,000 pounds of American sheet metal going down the road. But yes, the other thing that this car has is, like I said, options. Under the hood is that 390 cubic inch V8 engine. You've got the automatic transmission. You have power steering. Power steering is probably one of the greatest improvements on any of these old cars, especially the big cars like this, because it really makes it when you get in a tight spot or you want to go down the road, whatever, power steering is one of those great things to have. The other thing you want to have is power brakes. Another thing when you get this car going down the road, and it would take down the road really fast, it's really nice to be able to stop as well. So power brakes is another one of those great improvements. This car actually has factory air conditioning. Boy, I'll tell you what, even as a convertible with black guts and whatever, air conditioning was an extremely important option and really nice to have in some of your warmer states. Beautiful white wall tires on this car. Love the full hubcaps. Say Cadillac motor cars right on it. They really made a nice hubcap in 1959. Just really fills that compartment, that wheel well, very, very nice. Lots of chrome on this car all the way around. And like I said, look at the length of those quarter panels with fender skirts. That was another thing that they had on these cars. But let's look at some of the inside details. As I said, Cadillac had all the leather, black leather interior in this car is in very, very nice condition. We've got front seat belts as well. By this time, padded dashes were almost a standard thing in most cars. This one happens to be in extremely nice condition. It is very nice black. This, of course, has the Ivory power top. So when you have a switch, boom, right under the dash, you can get that top up right in a moment's notice in the event that rain comes your way. Not that these cars melted back in 1959, but in this day and age, the collector cars, we kind of keep them really, really nice and clean and try not to get rain if we can help it. One other really neat thing that they have on this, it has an Autronic Electric Eye. That's the thing in the middle of the dash. You'll see that on some of the GM products and you go, what was that all about? Well, it was actually an automatic headlight dimmer. So if you're meet another car coming down the road and whatever, and you have your high beams on, when it sees that car coming, it will click your headlights and put them in the just the low beam position. Once the car passes you, click, automatically goes on. Worked good most of the time. My dad had one in our 57 Oldsmobile, but it didn't work good in town with the street lights. They kept thinking that was a car. Click, 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 click. Dad would many times turn it off then. No, interior on these cars, such leg room, really, really nice. It just has, this car actually even has the Town and Country radio as well. AM radio, really, really nice. Steering wheel's in great condition. You know, outside mirror. Remember, everything was an option in those days. This car also has power windows. And one of the neat things, if you look at our video, it's got power vent windows even. So for those of you where you have the top up and the windows up, still need a little fresh air, mirror switch, beep, and your vent window opens. No, they were really, really a luxurious car. Ashtrays, of course, in the back seats. One of those things that we don't often think about, but back in this time and age, that was something that was really, really common. Now, you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it very much, and you'll get all the information on all the cars that we currently have, neat videos. You can see stuff that we've sold over the years, and we do really appreciate it that you watch that stuff if you got the time. It is one of those things to do. Now, if you're like me, you're going to say, "Boy, Scott, I really love this metallic silver. This is its original color, beautiful interior, everything, but I have to come down and see it in person." Well, by all means, come on down to Ellingson's. We are open Monday through Friday from 10 until 5, Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. For those of you who want to come down, we're more than happy to show you our cars and our inventory at this time. Now, the other thing that I always tell people, if you buy a car, be it a Cadillac, be it a Ford, be it a Chevrolet, whatever it is, I always highly recommend that you join the local club. Join the Cadillac club, join the Ford club, whatever it is, because it's really fun. You meet people that have the same interests that you do, and you can find Mr. Wrench, we always call him, in the event that you say, "Boy, I got a question mechanically on this car. Who do I talk to?" There's always someone there in that club that's probably going to give you some good advice and steer you in the right direction. Now, the other thing that Ellingson Motor Cars has been known to do, we can also help you with shipping. Say you say, "I live in California. How do I get this car there?" Well, we have many sources to get cars shipped all over the country, and for that matter, all parts of the world as well. Sold cars to Pakistan, sold cars to Australia, you name it. We probably almost sold one there. Iceland, not yet. But, you know, it's one of those things that we can certainly help with. Financing is another thing that we have several sources that we can get you to, because people in the old car world, they know what the collector car financing is all about. We've got several people we can send you to as well. Nope, 1959. I mean, it's one of those iconic cars. How many of us seen the latest Mad Max movies or whatever? You know, a Morton Joe has this big Cadillac car that he uses as a villain's car. And of course, it's a 1959 Cadillac. May not be a convertible, but it is a 59 Cadillac, two of them stacked on top of each other. The other nice thing about a car of this vintage, if you got a couple of sets of golf clubs, you want to go to the club, by golly, all means, you can put 2 sets or more in the trunk easily. Oh, it does have one other neat option I almost forgot about. It's got a power trunk closer. So only thing about that, make sure when you put the trunk down, keep your fingers away. It has a tendency to suck down pretty hard, and don't want to get any fingers caught in there. That wouldn't be so good. Well, if you're looking for your first Cadillac, or you're looking for your 100th Cadillac, or you really have thought 1959 was one of those years you really would like to have, we have a beautiful example sitting right here on our sales floor. So give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we will do our very best to answer any and all questions you may have on this vehicle. Well, thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time at EllingsonMotorCars.com.